Hey guys, it's Lainey and today is Top 5 Wednesday. Today's Top 5 Wednesday topic is our top 5 most frustrating characters. We all have those ones where you are mentally banging your head against the wall every time you're reading about that character. So without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at number 5 is Nikki from the Everneath trilogy. It isn't until the later books that I was growing more and more frustrated with her character. While I still love her overall, I found her a little bit selfish in the last 2 books of the trilogy, even though, yes, I still do love her in this series as a whole, but I just was growing more and more frustrated with her. I wanted Nikki to think about the bigger picture a lot of the time, and I wanted her to choose different paths than what she was choosing. Coming in at number 4 is Nyx from Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. I did not like this book at all, and 90% of the reason why I didn't like this book was of Nyx, the character. There was really no redeeming qualities of the character Nyx, in my opinion, and I was frustrated with everything she did. I hated her personality. I hated her people-pleaser attitude and how she had no loyalty to anybody, and she was really only out there to look out for herself. Coming in at number 3 is, of course, Anastasia Steele from the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy. What frustrated me most about Anna was that she thinks that she's this strong, she's this opinionated and stubborn person, but Anna, you aren't. You are the most submissive girl I've ever encountered. I grew so frustrated and tireless of her decisions she made. Like, she would have these great moments where she would stand up for herself, but then a few pages later she would go back on her own word and kind of succumb to Christian's words or whatnot, and suddenly she was back to where she was. And I wanted her to grow a backbone, and she never did, I feel like, the entire series. Coming in at number 2 is actually, this might be a surprise, Kath from Fangirl. I was very frustrated with Kath for almost the entire book. I think because Kath and I kind of had not the same college experience, but I knew where she was coming from, where she lived a very internet life before going to college, and then she tried to maintain that through college, and I can relate to that. However, I wasn't like her. I kept screaming at her to suck it up and do as she's told. I didn't like how she kind of put off her creative writing homework and her projects for that class, because that's not how the real world works, and get good grades, because she was pissing me off. And coming in at number 1 is America Singer from the Selection series. As I'm sure she is with a lot of people, she is the most frustrating character ever. Again, like Anna from the 50 Shades of Grey, there were moments of her brilliance where she was a really great character, but then she'd go off and do something completely moronic and ruin everything. There was this part in the second book where I felt like she could have done this really great thing, and for those of you, this isn't really spoilery, I guess, was when she was doing the presentation for the TV show or whatever, and it could have worked so well if she just would have thought it through and really worked on it. And she just, everything she does blows up in her face, and she's really indecisive the entire book. I can't, America. Ugh. I hate that I have to read the 4th book in this series that's coming out in May. I hate that I have to read it. And that is it for my top 5 most frustrating characters. What about you guys? What are some of characters that you find extremely frustrating? I hope you guys all have a really great Wednesday, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!